Yes, hello. Welcome to Chip Advisor. I'm Phil, and I'm hosting today with Anthony. How are you, Anthony?
I'm good, mate. As always, all the better for seeing you two.
And Michael, being the other person in that too. How are you?
How now, brown cow? Very well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm okay. It feels like you're trying to make that into a catchphrase.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Yeah, it's all I've got.
Okay. Well, it's something. It's better than nothing. It might be better than nothing.
Okay.
So, Anthony, today we said to him, and you picked a food subject, and you were very quick to react. Took us through your decision, Ant.
Yes, I've gone for corned beef. A couple of reasons. The most obvious one being that I love corned beef. It's also a food that I kind of think of when I think of you two, and there's a couple of reasons which we'll get into later. And it's also a food that I remember loving as a child and loving equally as much as an adult.
Really? It's rare to hear someone speak passionately about corned beef.
Mate, I know it's so simple, yet I love it. And it's pretty unhealthy, so I know it won't be up Mike Street at the moment. I just love corned beef.
I mean, I am basically a combination between Joe Wicks and Gillian McKeith. Were there to be a love child of the two, I would be it. But yeah, very fond of corned beef. And my go-to with corned beef is to call it corned beef.
Oh yeah, that is a mistake. Having done some research, that is definitely a mistake.
Well, it happens. I don't know. Maybe I'm not alone. I just put it out there for if there are any listeners that immediately have heard corned beef and thought, oh, being a bit proper and righteous about this. Why not just good old corned beef?
Do you know why it's called corned beef?
No, I would love to know though.
Anthony, you're a corned beef expert. Maybe you know.
It's something to do with the fact that it's treated in salt before or something like that. I'm guessing you're going to now give us the whole Wikipedia rundown on corned beef, aren't you?
Not the whole Wikipedia rundown, but what I will tell you is that the word corns comes from the German word Quorn. That is my fact of the day.
You're here all week.
It comes from what, sorry?
The German word Quorn.
Which means?
Corned.
Okay.
I mean,
brilliant.
I mean, it's fairly obvious. It would have seemed.
I think the danger is you've got to be careful in this day and age that you don't get any vegetarians mishearing and thinking they're buying vegetarian beef when in fact they're buying heavily salted beef.
I'm amazed that Quorn haven't done a tin of corned beef.
Yes.
It seems like such an open goal. And I've checked and they haven't.
Right.
I don't understand why they wouldn't. But corned beef, there's no corn in it, is there? So it's strange it being corned beef. That's this.
Yeah, there's definitely no corn in corned beef. I can confirm. And just to clarify, I don't know what was your opinion on this, if you indeed have one, but it has to be the fresh corned beef, none of that tinned stuff, which is very much not as good in my opinion. And I was quite shocked to see the price of tin corned beef, boys. I know, the cost of living crisis, but it's nearly £4 for a tin of corned beef. Good grief.
Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Just making a quick call.
Oh no.
Thank you for calling Quorn Customer Support. Your call is monitored for quality and training purposes. An advisor will be with you shortly.
Okay, let's just strike while the iron's hot. Come on, Quorn.
Hello, you're through to Robert at Quorn Customer Services. How can I help you today?
Hiya, Robert. My name's Michael, and I'm on a podcast called Chip Advisor. And we were just discussing Quorn. More to the point, we were discussing corned beef. And we're just curious. I'm not expecting you necessarily to know, but perhaps you could pass this higher up the chain. Why Quorn haven't released a product called corned beef?
Unfortunately, I'm not sure why Quorn has produced a corned beef.
You can see that it works though, right? As a marketing.
As a pun, it works.
It definitely does. It's definitely got a ring to it. Comparing it to corned beef. What we can do, what we can do is we can definitely pass this on to our product development team. They're always looking to it and make new products of ours. So we'll definitely let them know to see if it's possible to make a corned beef.
Okay, brilliant.
Any interest in the market for it.
Well, that would be fantastic. Sorry, can I just take your name again?
My name is Robert.
Can you
Robert.
just confirm that calls may be
Okay,
recorded
Robert.
for
And
calling or
can I
training
just
purposes?
clarify that calls are recorded for training purposes there?
Yes, that's correct.
They are super. All right, no, well, that's great. I just want to ensure this does get passed up the chain because I think it's a missed opportunity not just for you but for the nation if we don't do something with this.
Of course, and as I said, we'll definitely pass this on to the product development team. And if we can develop it, and if there is interest from the public, we'll definitely consider making it in the future.
Do you need my number in case this happens? Do they need any more advice?
I
Or
don't think you're going to get royalties, Mike.
We can always take your name and email address so that we can have a name to when we pass this on to the team.
if you just take my name as Mike Botto, they'll probably have heard us. Chip Advisor podcast. They'll have heard of us, I expect. But that's great, Robert. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, my friend.
Do you have any further questions or feedback?
Any further questions or feedback? No, I don't think so. You've played it all with a very straight bat, Robert, and for that I'm grateful. And I'm sure Quorn are too. Lads, do you have any further questions before I let Robert go?
Thank you. I've got 2 vegetarian daughters and they're big fans.
Oh, just to pass on thanks and praise for what you're doing. Phil, a co-host, has 2 vegetarian daughters and they're big fans of your work.
That's great to hear. We'll definitely let the rest of our team know about that as well.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you. I guess just a round robin email to everyone with that would be. That's all right. That'd be great.
Of course.
All right. Thanks, Robert.
Bye.
Take care. Bye now.
Thanks for calling.
No, thank you. Bye bye. I felt that went well.
Good grief. I mean, the speed at which you found that number and dialed was quite incredible.
No mucking about, lads. No mucking about. So when we see corned beef on the shelf, we'll know, won't we? We'll have a little wry smile every time we see it from here on in.
I was just for legal reasons, I was suggesting you tell him that his call is being recorded.
Oh, I see.
Rather than checking
for training purposes.
Why would you phone up and say, "Can I just check that my call is definitely being recorded by you?"
Well, because I want it followed up on.
He definitely said that in a way when he said, "Oh, I'll definitely pass it on." He definitely said it in a way like he's not going to pass it on.
Yeah,
but
well, we'll see.
Let's have a bit of faith in old Robert, eh?
Yeah, let's hope so.
I didn't have the
Robert.
heart to tell him how much my eldest daughter despises their corn nuggets.
Oh, Phil, that was the time. Shall I call it back?
Yeah.
No.
No
need for another call. No need for another call. But I would suggest they should just stick to their mince.
Okay.
Agreed.
Right.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
in fact now Richmond's have completely trumped them on their veggie sausages as well. But let's not phone him back and upset him. But I'm grateful for their work that they do.
It's a noble work they're doing.
They're missing some sort of punnery department.
Well,
Maybe
let's see, guys.
Open up a role within that team. Bring them back.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
bring
If there's any jobs going.
Sorry, lads. Anyway, I didn't mean to cut away from corned beef.
That's absolutely fine.
As you were.
No, you're fine. I've lost my trail of thought somewhat, understandably. I think Anthony had just terrifyingly said that he doesn't like the stuff in tins.
Yes. I don't like the price either.
Okay, take price out of it just for a moment. What is it you don't like about the tins, other than the fact, obviously, that you can't open them really?
Yeah, you can't open. It's that annoying little key thing. But also, I think it's too much jelly. It's too much, the fatty jelly stuff.
Okay.
Not
Do you
enough
get
meat.
jelly and corned beef, do you?
Well, it's that fatty
It's
stuff.
more the fat. It's more the fat than the jelly, I would say. It's a white substance, almost a smegma.
No.
I find it easier using my hands, but you may use whatever implements you prefer.
Oh, good grief. Oh, dear.
Right.
Smegma, Tuesday lunchtime, dear oh dear.
I'm not sure I've ever heard that word. Right.
Please don't Google it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to? Is it something?
Thank you.
Is it something that, like poor Robert's name, I'm gonna have to bleep out?
No. That won't be necessary. We only heard his first name. It could be any Robert.
Who is your favourite Robert?
Oh, Kilroy Silk until the scandal.
idiot sandwich.
Oh, Kilroy, what happened?
Your favourite Robert?
Wasn't Oh, he wasn't a Robert. So that way, he's not. It's Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen, isn't it? Not Robert.
Yeah, your favourite Robert does. I mean, strictly speaking, does need to be a Robert.
Robert. I don't know many Roberts. You know.
Yeah.
No, Anthony. Do you know any Roberts?
De Niro? I mean, probably the most famous. Come on.
Oh, Roberto Firmino. Yeah, big fan of him.
Yeah,
Roberto De
that
Zerbi.
counts.
Are we
Okay.
allowing?
Bit of
Are we
football
allowing
vibes.
foreign Roberts? Foreign
Of
Roberts.
course. Yeah, we
Okay,
can allow that. Okay. All right. Well, I'll stick with Kilroy Circle at this stage.
Okay. Okay, cool. So as I was saying, so there's no corn in corned beef, which is confusing. Do you know why it's called corned beef?
Oh no! Please,
Anthony?
please, pray tell.
I
Anthony?
don't. This is, despite my love of corned beef, my corned beef knowledge is limited.
Well, it's because the German word for corned also meant small grains, and so in the sort of 1700s, when people started curing beef with either like big blocks of salt, they often also use small grains to cure the beef. And
I really like corned
they were
beef, but
called corn.
I fear that if you continue to talk us through the process, I will gradually go off corned beef. Am I right?
Well, it's not the most pretty production that it goes through. No.
Okay. All right.
It's
Have you
not
got?
the
Yeah. Go on then. Go on. Take us there. Let's see if.
Well,
I can...
the 17th century British industrial processes for corned beef did not distinguish between different cuts of beef beyond the tough and undesirable parts, such as the beef necks and indeed shanks.
Oh.
Yeah, the grading was done as small beef, cargo beef, and best mess beef. That's all I'm going to give you.
Best mess beef?
Yeah, yeah, that was the official terminology.
Doesn't sound ever so
No.
advertising, does it?
Best mess
No.
beef was actually high grade.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Best mess beef.
And people used to trade. They used to trade corned beef. It became quite actually popular with the French.
Did it now?
Yeah, they traded. The Irish.
Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast is back.
You're welcome. Yeah.
The Irish had a particular monopoly when it came to corned beef, and they were flogging it all over the world, but especially the French.
Wow.
Yeah, surprising stuff. Anthony, tell us the tale of corned beef.
Oh, Southampton away, boys. Yeah, this was going back a number of years. I think it wasn't a weekday game, week evening game
Yeah.
we went to. And we met up after work, I do believe, heading into Southampton, big local derby, debating what we were going to have for dinner that night. Obviously, we weren't going to frequent the local pubs and bars, as you boys don't drink, but we were after some food when I produced an entire bloomer and filled it with corned beef.
It was literally just cut in half, wasn't it? You just cut it down the
just cut
middle
in
and
half.
just whacked a load of non-tinned corned beef into it.
Non-tinned
Exotic.
sliced corned beef. I had at least 3 to 4 slices, which feels excessive, but it was a big bloomer.
Was it buttered?
I think looking back, it was my highlight of the night. I'm pretty sure we lost,
We did.
Yep.
and eating a corned beef filled bloomer was about the best it got for me.
It always feels to me like corned beef needs a condiment to complement it. Pickle or mustard being the two of my choice. Did you
Surely salad cream at this.
accessorize? Oh, salad cream, really?
No. The most accessories I get is I quite often put it on cheese top rolls. Oh,
On
beautiful.
cheese top rolls.
Well,
So it's a
within-
cheese and corned beef top roll.
Oh my goodness, Phil! Quick, ring somebody for this. Warburtons.
Hold
Get
on.
them on, Mike. Come on. Get some
Don't-
corned beef on top of your cheese top rolls, for crying out loud. That would be incredible. I
Wow.
do quite like putting crisps in there as well. Is that controversial?
Yeah, no, because corned beef is mushy, so you do need texture.
Yes. So cheese top rolls.
Yep.
A couple of slices of corned beef. Let's not be too greedy. And any flavour of crisp you like. I found all works.
Quorn and Warburtons.
No.
Oh no, I'm not sure they do cheese top rolls. Oh, please don't do this.
Any personal information you provide to us will be used in line with our
Corned
privacy
beef on
notice,
bread.
which is available on our website or upon request. Please stay on the line to leave us your comments. If you
Oh,
would like us to call you back, please leave your name, telephone number, and brief message.
just a voice message, Ario, unfortunately. I think.
Please leave your message
Okay.
after the tone.
Oh, hi. It's Mike here from Bournemouth and ChipAdvisor. I'm just wondering if you've thought through, and I appreciate there may be some obstacles for you to overcome in terms of refrigeration, but have you considered cheese and corned beef topped rolls? I've got a gentleman by the name of Anthony who would buy them in bulk. My number, just look us up on Twitter, ChipAdvisor Pod, and if you come back to us, we'd be really grateful. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, and I really like your adverts. Bye. Well, we'll see. We'll see, guys.
Their adverts are very good. The ones they did with the Muppets and the giant crumpets, very good.
Oh, I feel like I miss out sometimes because I don't know the last time I've watched an advert.
Oh, they've got a good one with Patrick Stewart of Star Trek. Oh dear, there'll be some Ewok fans out there going crazy.
There's some reviews coming your way.
Is Ewok even right? I mean,
I don't know.
Very violent bunch.
Very violent bunch for a bunch of violent teddy bears. But yes, he was doing a goodbye speech in one of the adverts. Very good adverts.
Okay. So do you want a little quiz on corned beef?
I love the quiz on corned beef.
Anthony has touched on the fact that corned beef is getting expensive, so I think it's time for a quiz.
All right.
It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz. There we go. So I have gone to the Oracle. Do you know what an Oracle is, Anthony?
No.
It was the ITV equivalent of CFAX.
Was it?
Yes, it was. Oracle.
Oh.
Was it really?
CFAX.
Yeah, CFAX was BBC and Oracle was ITV.
I thought
Never knew that.
teletext. I thought teletext was Channel 3.
No. Well, it might have been
Mike is
Channel
right.
4. Yeah, am I right?
Yeah, it is right.
There you go. That's what an Oracle is.
1978 until 1992.
Oh, the glory years.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 1992. I was 7. Yeah.
Those were the days.
Oracle, to be fair. Oh, Oracle in brackets, teletext.
Well, there you go. Sorry. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. So Oracle's where you go to get answers, Anthony. In ancient times, they would go to the Oracle, often the Delphic Oracle, and ask them to communicate with the gods to get them answers. In our situation, I've gone to the Waitrose website, and it's very different. Very different. Mike would have just phoned them because Mike's currently behaving like someone who's just for the first time found out what a phone does.
Yeah. I can phone them if you need me to.
No need. So, because they give away the details on their website, so please don't browse their website right now. So I've looked up the price of a tin, sorry, Anthony, of Prince's corned beef, and it's given me the cost per 100 gram. Do you understand per 100 gram? I'll tell you, if it helps, that a tin of corned beef. Do you want to know the weight of a tin of corned beef?
Yes, please.
Oh, the enthusiasm. So a tin of Prince's corned beef weighs 340 grams.
Okay.
So I want you to tell me, you've got 5 each, whether the item I tell you has a higher or lower cost per 100 grams.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay,
Bring it
Anthony,
Yes.
because you love corned beef, you can go first. Waitrose Essential Custard Creams. We spoke about custard creams on our first ever podcast. Are they cheaper or more expensive per 100 grams than a tin of corned beef?
Custard creams are very cheap, aren't they? They've got to be cheaper than the corned beef.
They are cheaper, Anthony. 1-0 to you. Michael. Ambrosia Devon custard.
Okay. Well, I know a gram of liquid is the equivalent of a milliliter of water.
Well, this is the weight.
No, I'm aware of that. But what I'm saying is a milliliter of water weighs 1 gram. So, but a milliliter of custard would weigh slightly more than a gram.
Is that the same for all liquid or just?
No, that's what I'm saying. Custard is slightly stodgier.
It is. As a famous
denser.
saying says, custard is thicker than water.
Yes, indeed. I will say that corned beef is still, I'd imagine that to be, corned beef is more expensive than custard. Custard's cheaper.
Correct.
Yes.
1-1. There's a bit of tension there. Anthony,
I'll show my workings.
Hello.
Twinings, a 40 tea bag pack of Twinings Earl Grey tea. You a big fan of Earl Grey, Ant?
Oh no,
What?
no, not really. I mean, my wife only drinks Earl Grey tea, which is very strange.
Does she? What? Does she? Is that true?
Yeah, that is true.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got even more respect for your wife now.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say the tea bags are more expensive.
Per 100 gram. You're right to say that.
Yes.
Right to say that.
So much better at quizzes when it doesn't involve FPL or football.
Correct. Michael, now this
Hello.
is a confusing one, and you may have benefited you to keep the line open to Quorn. Quorn frozen mince, 300 gram bag. Is the cost per 100 grams cheaper or more expensive than corned beef?
Well, we're basically we're saying that a pack of the mince is about the same as a pack of corned beef. And I would say that it's more expensive.
Oh, it's not. I'm afraid it is.
Oh no!
Quorn frozen mince. They're lovely people. Good old Rob at Quorn. They are cheaper than Prince's corned beef.
Is the price of winning this quiz a tin of Prince's corned beef? By the way, I feel like it should be.
Well, maybe whoever loses between you two can buy the other person a tin of corned beef, and then I have to make 0 out.
Certainly, if that
Deal.
request had been made when I wasn't 2-1 down, I'd definitely have been up for it. As it stands, we'll probably just play this for glory.
Okay. I've just seen on my soundboard. I've got something that says fish, and I just don't know what it is. Fish. That is all. Okay, cool. Right. Sorry. I've just been intrigued the whole episode. I've got no reason to play that. Unfortunately, none of my things are fish. So, Anthony, Hovis, best of both, thick sliced bread.
Oh,
Be good with some corned beef.
Oh, it would be great with corned beef.
Would it though? Because best of both. I don't know about you, but best of both doesn't work with my stomach very well. I'm fine with brown. I'm fine with white, but best of both.
It's actually a double positive that becomes a negative. It is. It's a double positive that becomes a negative. Best of both actually turns out to be really just a disappointment.
Yeah, I don't actually like best of both that much. My wife buys it to, I think because it's healthy. Is it healthier for children? It's certainly
It's supposed to be.
You're better off with just going whole milk. I'd rather have whole milk than best of both.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. Same here. But children, you know what they're like.
I do know what they're like.
They are annoying. Right. Anyway, the price of a loaf. I'm going to say the loaf is cheaper than the corned beef.
You're correct by quite a margin, actually.
Oh, really? Thank goodness for that.
That was one of the biggest open goals in the whole quiz. Michael.
Hello.
Okay, good.
A 480 gram box of Kellogg's Cocoa Pops.
Okay. Oh, no, cheaper.
Cheaper than corned beef is correct.
Yeah.
It's correct.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
I feel like I've nailed this now.
Yeah. It's just maybe that bit too late. Anthony.
Yes.
The evil cousin of corned beef, Spam.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Now,
do
you have
the outcast of the family?
Yeah.
Do you like Spam as much as you like corned beef?
No. I mean, does anyone? Spam is no. Don't ruin this now, Phil.
Well,
and if you're wondering,
if I can go off on a slight tangent,
please.
Spam, very popular as fritters, and there's a chip shop local to us. Shout out to Smithson's of Southbourne, who make corned beef hash fritters, and they are
incredible,
joy to behold. Yeah.
I miss the days, Michael, where we used to go and get one before a Bournemouth game.
I know. Yeah, no, very good. The corned beef fritter.
You love corned beef. Do you ever use it as an ingredient in a corned beef hash, which is very popular?
No, but I have today Googled corned beef hash recipe, and it looks incredibly easy. I might give it a go. Sure, my wife would love corned beef hash, wouldn't you, my love? She just pulled a face at me and said, "Yuck." So that's
what about corned beef pizza?
Corned beef pizza. She's now ignoring me completely. Good. This isn't going well. Corned beef on pizza. too cowy and too beefy. Apparently, that's
Too
Bev's
cowy.
opinion. Too metally. Okay, this is getting weird.
I
No,
think
we'll take it. We'll take it out of the tin,
Yeah.
Bev.
She's got very
Oh,
confused.
okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna
She's
just slap a tin physically on top of a pizza and cook it.
no. I think she's now described it as a metallic-y taste and also blood.
She's just
Oh,
saying.
I mean, this is
She's just saying
She's
words.
just saying words. I've even forgotten what you've asked me on the quiz now.
Spam. It was
Spam.
spam.
That was it. I feel that spam is more expensive.
Do you?
no chance. No, I'm back in the game.
Do
Oh no!
you think spam's more expensive? Do you know what the difference between spam and corned beef is, Anthony? Very
Well,
fundamental difference.
Well, I do.
It was different meat, but corned beef tastes
Yeah.
nice and spam doesn't.
The first point was correct.
Different meat is quite key.
Anthony, spam is of course cheaper, I'm afraid. So
Oh, schoolboy error there.
Mike needs this to go back level.
Come on,
A
then.
Waitrose 4-pack of harissa and halloumi kebabs.
We talked about this the other day. I still don't really understand the harissa thing. It's the next pulled pork. Everywhere. Everywhere. Everyone's jumping on the harissa bandwagon.
Let me tell
Salted
you,
caramel,
yeah, we'll be doing an
pulled
episode
pork.
on normal caramel in tribute to
Will
the
we?
bunny. In tribute to the bunny
Ah.
from the chocolate.
All right,
Love
just steady yourself. I know you get a bit excitable when you start talking about the caramel bunny.
Yeah.
I would say that harissa and what kebab? Sorry,
Halloumi. I know you're a big fan of halloumi.
I literally have sat with halloumi in my hands right now. So if you thought you could hear a mouse squeaking in the background, it is my teeth. I would say that they are more expensive than corned beef.
More expensive is correct. So
Yes, get in there.
with
Oh, no.
one question each to go and the prospect of perhaps a draw, I am slightly worried.
I'm happy at this stage, Anthony, to raise the stakes and play for corned beef.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Even if I lose, I will quite happily buy you a tin of Prince's corned beef.
And I want to be clear, this isn't some kind of faux challenge just for entertainment purposes. I genuinely want a tin of corned beef out of you if I win.
Yeah, that's fine.
Within a
do
week. Within a week.
Within a week.
And I will send you a picture of the corned beef hash that I make with it.
Oh, amazing.
Or indeed pizza. We'll see.
oh yeah, I wouldn't have pizza because you're on a health kick, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, corned beef isn't. Yeah. Anyway,
Treat day?
go for it. Go for it. Good luck, Anne.
Is corned beef unhealthy? I don't.
Yes,
Is
it is unhealthy. It's processed meat.
Well, it does say here that it's an excellent source of protein, vitamin B12, and iron.
There you go, Mike.
You've got to think
Oh,
of the
come on.
processes. It's a
So-
multi-processed meat.
Good if you're pregnant
Sounds
because
great to me.
often you get iron deficiencies in pregnancy.
Yes. Okay,
They should
come on,
put it
then.
on the
Let's do
packaging.
it.
Good for pregnant people.
They should. So, Michael, no, Anthony,
me.
Anthony, come on.
Waitrose Essential British Beef Mince with a maximum of 10% fat content per
Actual
100
beef.
gram. Actual beef.
Actual
So,
beef.
I mean, corned beef is actual beef in a way.
But it's been heavily processed, as Mike said.
Mm.
I
It's
feel
been,
that
it's been brined. Effectively, it's been
Mm.
brined. It's been
to make
treated
it taste
differently.
so damn good. Anyway, I'm going to say that the mince is more expensive.
Are you? Okay, you are correct. It's actually 7 times more expensive.
No.
Yes.
So no pressure, Mike, but you need to get this. And to be
Okay.
fair, if you do get this, I don't know what I will do. I will give you a tie.
Maybe we could have a competition. Maybe we'd have a competition to see how much per 100 grams it was.
Yeah. So nearest to the pin. That's
Or
exactly
Yeah.
what
you
we'll
just both buy as a tin of corned beef and then everyone's happy.
do.
I really think
okay.
you have been particularly nasty on this one.
I agree with Mary. I won't be doing that. So, Michael,
Come on then.
a 110-gram bar of Galaxy chocolate.
Okay.
Anthony, if I had to offer you a Cadbury's bar,
Yeah.
of just milk chocolate or a Galaxy bar, what would you go for?
Oh, dairy milk all day long.
Really?
Yeah, love dairy milk.
There's an ignorance to your answer.
Yeah, I feel
No,
like
I
I'm-
like Galaxy. I mean, I like chocolate, to be honest. I like most food, but it is dairy milk for me, boys.
I think you've just fallen for branding there.
Yeah,
I
I
disagree.
feel like I'm talking to a simpleton.
Oh, that's harsh, but I mean, also true.
I just feel like you
yeah.
haven't put any thought into your answer there.
No, I have. I love dairy milk. Get over it, boys.
But it doesn't melt in your mouth as the same way that Galaxy does.
There's a lovely smooth texture to the Galaxy.
I mean,
what-
did you
what-
work for Galaxy? Or for
No.
Mars?
No, although Mike's trying to get a job at Quorn.
Oh yeah.
The thing with Cadbury's is it's good in baking, isn't it? It's good for topping off cupcakes, something like that. But
It's just good full stop, boys.
Okay.
In my opinion, I love it. But
Anyway, I'll tell you now
always
that
have a
Galaxy.
I love my dairy milk.
I'll tell you now that Galaxy is cheaper per 100 grams than corned beef.
I feel like this could have got me a tin of corned beef here.
An idiot sandwich.
Oh no!
Yes. I want it within the week, please, Mike. And I
Yeah,
do
you'll
wanna
have it within the
a
week.
Photo.
You'll have it within the week. I'll
11
deliver it to your house.
11 pence more per 100 grams. is the
Oh, I knew it was
Galaxy.
going to be close.
Yeah, I'm afraid you pay for that sort of melting texture. The price
Mwah.
of corned beef per 100 grams at Waitrose is £1.03.
Well,
Oh, see, I was working off an 80p per 100 grams. What were you thinking in your head, Anthony, or were you not really?
I wasn't. I was just
No.
dreaming of corned beef. Prices don't bother me.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, so what is the best tinned item? No, you don't like it in the tins, do you? Okay,
No.
what's the best thing you can buy sliced?
Wow, what a flip there! Just the agility there of the host.
Thank you.
Just a
thank
flip
you.
from one question into another. Just seamless.
Well, it's got to be corned beef, isn't it?
So,
Debate
really,
over. Bye, boys. See you next week. It's corned beef.
do you think that's the best thing you can buy sliced?
Name
Think
something
carefully about this, Anthony.
that
Think
is
carefully
better.
about this.
Pardon?
Think carefully
Sliced.
about this.
Sliced pizza.
You buy
Mm,
sliced pizza?
yes.
Really?
What else? So what are you going to tell me that's better sliced than
Well,
corned
I'm a
beef?
big fan of Dairy Lee slices.
Oh yeah, they are good.
Mm,
I'm a
too
big
plasticky.
I'm a big fan of not having to cut my own brioche buns. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
like a ready sliced brioche bun.
Ooh, posh.
Which has no, it's not posh, is it? Because that has become the go-to bread, much like normal caramel is very much out the window these days.
Yeah, it's true.
Bog standard bread rolls. no
I
one's
would
buying
just
them.
like to go to a burger bar. I mean, full stop. I'd just like to go to a burger bar already at the moment. But I would just like to go to a burger bar and have just a seeded bap, lads, and not a sourdough roll or a pretzel or a brioche. I just want a
It's true.
seeded bap.
On many levels, a pretzel does not work very well as a container for a burger.
No, I agree, but it's out there. Pretzel buns, they're out there.
But there's a huge
Many a
gaping
farm
gap.
shop serve their burgers in a pretzel bun.
Wow.
You could just like serving a donut and a burger and a ring donut.
Oh, have you heard of a cronut?
Is that a burger and a ring donut? I don't think it is.
You can get
An idiot sandwich.
You can get now. Where are they? Where do you buy them? You can get cronut burgers. So a cronut is the cross between a croissant. You know, French music, please.
Hang on, I'm on my way.
Lumiere,
Sorry,
he's coming.
sorry, I was
Come on,
just
Lumiere. Here he comes.
I thought you were going towards nuts, so I was
No.
covering my nuts button.
And
Not
now
the first
I
time.
Covering
have
your
nuts
nuts?
to attend to.
I do
Okay.
have nuts to attend to. Here we go, Michael.
C'est me, Lumiere. A croissant, a cronut is a cross between a croissant and a donut.
In what way, though?
Well, it's deep fried, I think, and covered in sugar.
What, a deep fry croissant?
Yeah, it's a cross between the two. I can't talk you through the science of it. I
That's a
haven't
shame.
had the access to Wikipedia that you have where corned beef is concerned. But yeah, a cronut. It's like a donut made out of croissants.
I'm not.
And you slice it down the middle and put a burger in the middle. There are places that do
Ooh.
it, guys.
There's places. I mean, we were having a chat at work yesterday about battered Mars bars and how when I was younger I had the taste buds for it, but right now I don't think I could.
Okay, so here we go. Scientists reveal why the trendy cronut burger made 223 people ill in Canada.
You're really selling it, Mike.
Maple bacon jam on cronut burgers has sickened 223 people in Canada after they were found to be tainted with something toxins. I can't
Oh,
read
dear.
those words. They're far too long.
I was going to buy one, but now, not so sure.
Just deep fry your own croissant, and
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, the cronut exists, Gads. It exists. What's your favourite slice thing, Phil?
Oh, well,
Brioche buns?
Brioche buns, probably. Yeah, not to eat. Oh, no, they're not. I was going to say plasters, but they're...
Pardon?
Plasters? Why are they sliced?
What are you doing?
The plasters you can slice yourself into any size. They're really...
Well, that's the opposite of sliced. It's an unsliced.
That's why I didn't say it.
If the question is, what is your favourite unsliced thing to wear when injured? That might be the answer.
An idiot sandwich.
That's
idiot sandwich.
nearly as good
indeed.
as thinking that pyramids were made purely out of sand.
Okay, well,
Nearly.
yeah, we don't need to reference that
Nearly.
literally every podcast we do. But
yeah,
still
no.
coming to terms with that.
I like being able to cut a plaster to size, but that it's the polar opposite of what you asked me.
Absolutely irrelevant to what we're talking about. Yeah,
And you can't eat them, but you can. There was a boy
Not sure you'd want to.
There's a boy in our year 8 textiles class who ate his own scabs, but
Wow.
each to their own.
I mean, that doesn't relate to people eating plasters. That doesn't mean that because a boy in your class ate a scab doesn't mean that you can eat plasters. Have you lost your tiny mind in the last few minutes?
I'm saying
You said you can eat plasters. A boy in my class ate his scabs.
no, but what I'm saying is there are lunatics out there who would.
You're unraveling. You're unraveling.
I used to
You've
eat
lost the plot.
Chewits. I used to eat Chewits without unwrapping anything, like a
What?
bar.
Oh, well, do you know what? Sometimes you get to the Chewits. Sometimes reach that stage where you have to eat them with some wrapper on because you simply cannot pull them away.
I used to
Similarly-
try to impress girls by eating them with the wrapper on purpose because I thought chicks are going to dig this paper eating nutcase. It
Did that
didn't
work?
work.
That's what you did to impress. I would have focused more on maybe getting your hair cut and
Having a
Yeah.
wash.
I was at an
having
age
a wash
where
occasionally.
well, that was a distinct possibility. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that is a common hazard with the wrapped sweet that sometimes there will be a small ratio of wrapper. You know, I will sometimes forego a little bit of cellophane with my cherry drops. I haven't got the time and the energy to peel them off.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
a coated wrapper. I wouldn't want to be swallowing that. Paper I can just digest, can't I? But a coated wrapper on a cherry drop seems foolhardy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
still
going to
here,
affect those
mate.
guts.
It's only really the Chewit that does that, isn't it? A Starburst or a Fruitella, they don't actually stick, do they?
No, they're good.
I've never experienced it. The Chewits were notorious for it. You're right.
Do you remember ice cream Chewits? They were decent.
Oh,
yeah.
they were good.
Yeah, strong.
Peak
Strong.
times.
Well, they were a bit of a rip off of Ant's favourite, the Milk Chew.
They were.
Oh, oh, now, boys, if you want to talk about milk chews, I'm your man.
What a podcast you're having, Anthony. We've not only have we touched upon corned beef, but also milk chews, your two favourite food types.
Oh, corned beef as your mains, milk chews for pudding. Job done. Happy life. There we go. Oh,
And he
what a world we're
genuinely
living
means that
in.
as well. He genuinely means that.
I mean, I did buy I think about 50 packets of milk chews from Amazon.
An
Amazing.
outer.
What?
Did you buy an outer?
An outer? What?
That's what it's called, isn't it? An outer, like an outer carton.
Oh, yeah. About 50 packets. I think they lasted about a week.
I do remember every time we saw you, you'd say, "Oh, what's some milk chews, lads?" Milk chew boys. Milk chew
Oh,
lads,
they're
tea?
so good.
That is
Oh.
true.
That love of milk chews came back from when we were having a night, I think at one of your two, watching the football or probably playing FIFA. And I went to pick up Domino's on my way through, and they had one of the old school newsagents next doors, and there on the counter, milk chews. Oh,
Yeah,
good times.
they're the sort of place you'll find milk chews and cans of Rio.
Mm.
Old school news agencies have cans of Rio.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
And next thing, I was buying 50 packets.
And that's the problem.
I know how to live, boys. I know how to live.
That's what happens with addiction.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, lads, it's been an absolute pleasure pouring over a bit of corned beef. Anything else before we finish, Phil?
No, I'm more than happy to finish at this point. Thank
Great.
you very much
I need
for
to phone.
listening.
I need to phone Robert back and unpack things. So we'll just
Okay.
just check where we're at in terms of progress.
Yeah, no, that's fine. If you want to send us in any questions about food, you can do on Chip Advisor Pod. That's on the Twitter. And no, you can't email us. Just send us you can direct message us on the Twitter.
Or
which
are
is
our
effective-
DMs open? Can they slide into our DMs?
Oh, I don't know. Do you have to open and close them?
I think you do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then assume they're open because I haven't closed them.
Mm.
But yeah, send us any questions you may have about food, any topics you'd like us to discuss. Cans of Rio, for example, which I'll happily talk about. Mike, are we allowed to do fluids?
Yeah, I've got no issue with that whatsoever, Phil.
Excellent. Have a good week.
Bye bye now.
Goodbye.
Take care.
And now I have nuts to attend to.